Today on Forbes, how Trump used the presidency to expand his global empire. Quote, "We'd call that corruption." On January 30th, 10 days after Donald Trump's inauguration, a firm with ties to the president created two companies in Delaware, DT Marks Abu Dhabi LLC and DT Marks Abu Dhabi Member Corp. The naming conventions of the entities, starting with Trump's initials, followed by the word Marks, then a location of a future project, match how the president has named more than 30 other licensing entities in his portfolio. The Trump Organization has not yet announced a deal in the capital of the United Arab Emirates, but it's likely just a matter of time. Since last fall, Trump has been on a deal-making spree, with his business revealing 8 new projects in just 10 months. His foreign licensing income shot up from an estimated $6 million in 2023 to nearly $50 million last year. More business is headed Trump's way. Corporate filings point to at least 3 other unannounced deals in Abu Dhabi, Serbia, and Hungary. All of this represents an about-face for the president, who hung on to ownership of his assets during his first term, but stuck them in a trust and promised to launch no new ventures overseas. In the 6 years after his initial election, he added only one deal, agreeing to brand a golf development in Oman. But today, Trump profits from politics with little reservation, both domestically, recently signing crypto legislation that probably made him tens of millions of dollars, and abroad, expanding his licensing empire at dizzying speed. The conflicts of interest are now more brazen and more overlooked than ever before. Trump's international travel, for instance, seems to be as much about his personal business as his national priorities. This past weekend, he headed to Scotland with plans to visit the 2 towns where he has golf resorts. His only other trip abroad since reassuming the presidency, besides a quick jaunt to the Pope's funeral and a couple of obligatory summits, was a tour through the Middle East. First, he landed in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, home of Dar Al Arkan, a development firm whose subsidiary has signed a slew of new deals with Trump across the region, including in Riyadh. Next, he headed to Doha, Qatar, which will soon welcome a Trump-branded golf community about 25 miles north of the city. Finally, he flew to Abu Dhabi. It's all head-spinning for people like Walter Schaub, who led the Office of Government Ethics in Trump's first term and clashed publicly with the White House over the president's decision to hang on to his business. Schaub resigned in 2017. What Trump is doing today, Schaub says, is far worse than in his first term. Schaub explains, quote, "This president has absolutely demolished any sense of a government ethics program. In fact, it's gone so far as to be whatever is the direct opposite of government ethics. I suppose we'd call that corruption." With Trump's foreign licensing income up an estimated 650% in 2024, his earlier promise to do no foreign deals disappeared. Same with the concerns about working alongside foreign governments. Since the start of 2025, the Trump Organization appears to have created at least 8 new companies to do business overseas. The Trump Organization has announced a fresh project almost every month, stomping all over the president's earlier promises and the U.S. Constitution. 2 weeks ago, the firm that registers companies for the Trump Organization created another 2 entities in Delaware, DT Marks Doha LLC and DT Marks Doha Member Corp. It's not clear whether those companies are connected to the already announced project in Qatar or an indication of yet another new foreign deal. So why are so few people paying attention? In part because there is a lot to scrutinize, including the president's new crypto ventures. Richard Painter, George W. Bush's former ethics lawyer, who worked on the emoluments litigation in the first Trump administration, but sounds skeptical that the cases will be refiled anytime soon, says, quote, "There is burnout on Trump ethics scandals. It's just one thing after another." For full coverage, check out Dan Alexander's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.